Alex, Max, and Charles, back to back.
Yeah.
They're all going in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Every single one of those fighters.
Loves. I have so much respect for them. So much.
But you stopped them all with a knockout.
Yeah.
Does that not feel
crazy, right? It is. To be honest. Why I would lie you? Like, I don't want to lie you. It is. And now Justin Gaethje. To be able to knock out Walt, Max Holloway, Charles, and Justin, it's just crazy. Like, I respect.
This is Justin Gaethje. How do you think the fight's gonna go?
To be honest, I don't know how Justin Gaethje should fight Ilia Topuria. I will say that just wrestling against Ilia, but Justin Gaethje, he's not wrestling. He's gonna tuck his hand and try to punch like how he does, but that's what Ilia will study him. He will study him and then he will exactly punch right there, you know? I think this fight is perfect for Ilia. Like, just Ilia knocks people out. Like, if he touches you and he knocks you out.
Ilia Topuria fighting for the lightweight title against the interim title champion Justin Gaethje. Mighty Mouse, what do you think?
I like that fight. I think it's a great fight. I think after spending a little bit of time with Justin Gaethje at the Celebrity Football, the way he was fighting Patty Pillman, I was kind of confused. Like, you kept circling this power. Then when you talked to him, he was like, he didn't hit hard. Patty doesn't hit hard. He can't kick. His footwork sucks ass. So
yeah, that's why I just kind of went,
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, well, all right. And then, you know, him fighting Ilia Topuria is probably one of the most technical, sound athletes that I've seen in mixed martial arts, meaning that, like, it's
the celebration of the 250th birthday of the greatest country on God's green earth, you know,
yes, it is.
America. And, you know, you'd think that there'd be more American fighters on it from top to bottom. You'd think that there'd maybe be some favorable matchups for the American, but to send Gaethje out there to get slaughtered, I mean, Topuria is the best fighter on the planet right now. No one can, I think, dispute that. I mean, he's
good. He's very good.
He's just finishing these guys, Holloway, Volkanovski, and Oliveira. He's just on another level right now. He's in his prime, and you know, Gaethje's on his way down, and there's no, you know, beating Father Time. So, you know, I just feel like they could have put more Americans in bigger fights, and they didn't put the best American fighters on the card. You know, you put Gaethje. He's a.
It is mind-blowing.
Will this be the biggest spectacle in the history of MMA?
I don't see how you can outdo this.
Like, it's going to outshine Noche.
As I say,
outshine 300.
Obviously, I've heard a couple of things, right? From good sources, very, very good sources of things that are going to happen. And it's just going to be mind-blowing. I'm in no position to be releasing that stuff and spoiling it. That's all to be surprises and stuff. But
as fight night approaches, the anticipation surrounding Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje's White House showdown continues to grow. The MMA world is split, with fighters and analysts offering completely different predictions. Some believe this is Topuria's chance to establish himself as the division's dominant force, while others think Gaethje has the toughness and experience to expose him and pull off a major upset. With both sides making strong arguments, the question now is who will actually control the fight when the cage door closes.
Thoughts on Justin Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria?
Ooh, tough fight. Yeah, I think you know, Topuria is a data collector. He's going to see holes in the defense. I think some of those things that you and I talked about that maybe Justin was kind of overexposing, I think Topuria is going to look at those things and try to exploit those. If you're going to reverse engineer.
When the fighters themselves start analyzing every detail, it shows just how intense this matchup has become. Even Mayor Abdallah acknowledged that several factors make the outcome difficult to predict. For Gaethje, aggression has always been part of his identity. He constantly looks for opportunities to exchange, moves forward without hesitation, absorbs punishment when necessary, and responds with even greater force. That relentless pressure is what defines his fighting style.
Who do you have for that fight? Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. I know you're going to pick Ilia. How do you think the fight's going to go? Like, what do you think Justin Gaethje could do to dethrone Ilia Topuria?
So, to be honest, I don't know how Justin Gaethje should fight Ilia Topuria. I will say that just wrestling against Ilia, but Justin Gaethje, he's not wrestling. But I think Justin, he's gonna tuck his hand and try to punch like how he does, but that's what Ilia will study him. He will study him and then he will exactly punch right there, you know. And I think this fight is perfect for Ilia, like, because Justin Gaethje he just box and then throws cup kicks, which is Ilia does same thing, and then in exchange, just Ilia knocks people out. Like if you exchange it, if he touches you.
Gaethje thrives on chaos because he creates it on purpose. Meanwhile, Topuria's confidence comes from elite wins over fighters like Volkanovski and Holloway. The key question is whether either man can force the other outside his comfort zone.
And then the thing is, Ilia, like, is getting better and better and better and better. You know, he, like, even last 3 fights results, like, he knocked out Volkanovski, Max Holloway, nobody did that, and Charles Oliveira, he said himself, nobody hit him like this.
Wow. No, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. Okay, well, now that we've covered everything.
And then also, I can tell you, you know, I respect Arman Sarukian too, and he's a great athlete, great fighter. But I think since Ilia is champion in this weight class, even if Arman fights Ilia stylistically, he beats Arman.
Ooh.
Because yeah, you can't take Ilia down. It doesn't even make sense to wrestling with him, and then Arman has to box with Ilia too, and Ilia will not.
The conversation is already moving beyond Gaethje. Chael Sonnen has suggested that if Ilia Topuria gets through this fight, he could eventually face Islam Makhachev at 170 pounds. It would be a major step into a new weight class and a completely different challenge. The big question is whether Topuria could handle Makhachev at that level and still come out on top.
Was to fight Islam. I would like that to be at 170 because I would like the opportunity for champ to be there. My understanding, when Ilia dropped the 45-pound belt, which by the way is like a sin at the UFC, you do not walk away from a belt. Even though 3 guys have done it in the last 12 months, it's still something that they don't love to happen. Allegedly, the way that conversation went, that UFC was also armed with the fact that Islam wanted to do the same thing. And allegedly, in a story that I believe to be true, is that a deal was reached with both of them. You can leave, but then you can't do this again. You're going to stay at 170, you're going to stay at 55. Now, for a really big fight, I get where some things could change, but I love the idea. I love the idea of Ilia going all the way up to 170. I don't.
Beneil Dariush sees Topuria's future differently. He believes the priority should be building a stronger legacy by defeating established elite fighters rather than immediately chasing another difficult matchup. In his view, stacking major wins creates a resume that eventually leads to the biggest challenges and gives Topuria's career lasting significance.
Happening.
But why is that when you say that you think in your perspective that you don't think Ilia wants to fight Arman?
Because I don't think I think he's looking for legacy fights. Like he fought Volkanovski, he fought Max, he fought Charles Oliveira. These are all, big legacy fights. And I think Arman is too, because Arman has a big future, But I think he's looking for those fights. I think Justin Gaethje, and then eventually from Justin Gaethje to Islam Makhachev. So I think he's looking for more legacy fights, and I don't think he sees Arman like that. And I think Arman is a tougher test too, So it's like, take a fight that might be easier and better for your legacy, and then finally go up to the main boss, which is...
Dariush sees the matchup as a battle between 2 contrasting styles. Gaethje wants to create a chaotic, exhausting fight where instincts take over and structure disappears. That kind of messy firefight is where he...
Because now it will be Ilia versus Justin Gaethje. What do you think the keys to victory are for each fighter, and who do you favor for that?
For Justin, he always talks about car crashes. He needs to do that. He needs to, because if you watch him fight, you're like, man, this guy's not technical. How's he doing so good? But I think he's actually very technical. He just has a way of drawing you into his style. And that's what Justin needs to do. Turn the fight into a car crash. Don't let it be a clean boxing match. Because when you have a clean fight, Ilia is as good as they get. Like, he might be the best. That being said, I think for Ilia is it's essentially, I would recommend him to grapple, just like he did with Max Holloway. He did a little bit of grappling, a little bit of takedowns, a little bit of leg kicks, and then eventually
feels most comfortable. Topuria, meanwhile, relies more on control, calculated pressure, and a layered approach that can combine striking with grappling.